Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer. Today we're taking a look at and installing the eTrailer hitch on our 2024 Chevy Colorado. The eTrailer hitch we have on our Colorado today is a really good option for people that want to up the usability of their truck. It's going to allow them to use either cargo carriers, bike racks, or you could even put a ball mount on here and pull some small trailers around. This one I really like. I really like the color of this one. It's more of a flat black look and it kind of blends in and hides away on our truck. This hitch is going to have a 5/8 pinhole opening, and that's going to hold any of your accessories in place. Now this hitch won't come with a pin and clip, so you may want to pick one up, but keep in mind a lot of your accessories will come with a pin and clip, or a lot of your bike racks or cargo carriers will have an anti-rattle pin that comes with it. This eTrailer hitch is also going to have a heavy-duty welded-on chain loops. You'll be able to use either your S-style hooks or your clevis style. So either of those are going to work really good for your trailer towing needs. As far as measurements go, from the center of our pinhole out to the edge of the bumper, we have a measurement of right around 3 inches there. With that one, you'll be able to decide if any of your cargo carriers or your bike racks that fold up and stow away will make any contact with the back of your truck. Now we do have our truck on a lift today, and so we did have to do a little math, but on our normal, if it was sitting on flat ground for a measurement from the top of our tube to the ground, we're going to have a measurement of 18.5 inches. And with that, that's plenty of clearance, so you shouldn't need any rise in the shank of either your cargo carriers or your bike racks. As far as weight ratings go, we're going to have a tongue weight rating of 800 pounds. That's going to be the weight of your accessories pushing down on the lower section of your hitch. Now that's pretty heavy, so it's going to handle most of your bike racks loaded down with all your bikes, even e-bikes or your cargo carriers loaded down with all your heavy gear. Now for a gross trailer weight rating, we're looking at 8,000 pounds. That's going to be the weight of your trailer and everything that you have loaded on that. Now with weight distribution, this is going to up those numbers a little bit. It's going to up your tongue weight to 1,000 pounds, and your gross trailer weight rating is going to jump up to 10,000 pounds. Now keep in mind, it's always a good idea to take a look in your owner's manual and make sure you don't exceed any of your maximum towing capabilities listed there. Now if you have any questions or comments about this hitch for your Chevy Colorado, you can always leave a question or comment down below in the comment section, or you can get a hold of one of our experts here at eTrailer. They'd be glad to help you out. As far as installation goes, it's really not too bad. You'll have to remove the bumper and do a couple other things, but if it's something you don't have time to do yourself, or you just don't have the space or the tools, you can always take a look at our dealer locator and get something done for you locally. If it's something you feel like tackling yourself, stick around, watch our video, and we'll help you get it installed. To start our installation, what we're going to need to do is get our bumper off, and what we're going to do is we're going to have some wiring harness that runs along the back of our bumper. What I'm going to do is use a clip tool, and we're going to get that popped off and get our harness moved out of the way. Now back here behind our bumper, you're going to see we're going to have these little clips, and all I want to do is just get under those and just work my way across and get those popped out. Anywhere we have any wiring harness connected, we want to get removed. Now in the back of our bumper, we're going to have our license plate lights. With that, all we're going to do is grab on and just give that a turn, and those will pop out, and we'll set those aside on both sides. With everything removed, we'll take our harness and we'll just tuck it back out of the way. Now on the back of our bumper, we're also going to have our wiring harness we need to unplug. This is for our trailer wiring. We're going to have this gray clip, and we just want to pop that back. You can pop out that gray clip. Now that we've done that, push in on your release on the side. And sometimes it's good to give it a little wiggle before you do that, because there could be dust and debris up in here that will hold that in place. Push in on your tab, pop that out. Now we are going to have one more clip here. Pop that loose, and we'll set that aside as well. Right here, connected to our cross member that comes across, we're going to have this bracket, and what this does, it just kind of holds our spare tire in place. We're going to remove this bolt on the front, and then we'll just back off this one back here, and we can swing this out of the way. Now on the sides of our frame, we're gonna have our mounts for our bumper support. These are gonna be 21 millimeter. We're gonna have 2 on each side, but these are a little tricky to get at. Usually I would use my impact to pop these off, but since there isn't much room, I'm just gonna use my ratchet and get those removed. Now we wanna have an extra set of hands help hold up our bumper. We're gonna have 2 15 millimeter nuts right here on the back of our bumper. With our side ones off, all we're gonna be doing is backing this one off and the other one, and then we can remove our bumper. All right, you just wanna hold up on the bumper in the center, make sure it don't fall off. All right, now I'm gonna remove the last nut while I have someone holding up the bumper for me. Now that I have those off, I'll lift off my bumper and we'll set it aside. We have our bumper out of the way now. We're gonna go ahead and remove all 4 of our 21 millimeter bolts that's holding on our cross member here. Now I recommend having another set of hands to help you out with this. That way it don't fall off as you remove your last bolt. With our bolts out, we can remove our cross member and we'll set it aside. Before we get our hitch lifted into place, I like to come through with a little brush and kind of clean out any of my weld nuts. I'll even get the ones on the side. And then after I do that, I'll come back through with some silicone spray and just spray those down. And I'll also spray down my hardware. It just makes reinsertion of our hardware a little bit easier. Now with an extra set of hands, we'll just get our hitch lifted into place. We're gonna use our factory hardware and just get that loosely installed. Now with our extra set of hands, we're gonna go ahead and lift our bumper into place. Want to make sure we line up the stud that comes out of our bumper with our hole in our hitch, and we'll just get our nut loosely in place on both sides. Now we're going to take our hardware for the sides of our bumper braces, and you may have to move your bumper around a little bit to get those to line up, but just get those in hand tight for now. With all that hardware loosely in place, now we're going to have this brace that comes up where our spare tire lives, and I just want to take my hardware from the kit. You're going to see you're going to have a carriage bolt, and that's going to slide in right into the back of our hitch, and we're going to run that through that hole in our brace. Now we'll take our supplied nut and get that ran up finger tight. Starting with the bolts that go up into our hitch, we're going to come back through and snug everything down and then just work our way around. Now don't forget this one here on the back, we'll get it snug down as well. With everything snugged down, we can come back through with our torque wrench and torque all of our hardware down to the specifications listed in our instruction manual. If you don't have a torque wrench, you could pick one up here at eTrailer. We do have some options available, or you can take a look at your local auto parts store. You should be able to rent one there. After we have everything all torqued down, we'll come back through and just plug in all of our wiring. And that was a look at our eTrailer hitch on our 2024 Chevy Colorado. I'm Scott with eTrailer, and thanks for watching.